Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, platforms that you should be dominating as a musician, but you're not because you're using outdated methods. So in this video, I'm going to reveal the top 6 social media trends that are holding you back and tell you what you should be doing to skyrocket your social media presence. Hey, and welcome to Music Space. Here we help working musicians monetize their craft. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. All right, so stick with me here because these things that I'm about to list are extremely important this year and you really need to be focusing on them. And the last one, I'm telling you, is the biggest one. It's the most important one. So make sure you stick around to the end of this video to hear that. So the first outdated social media trend that you really need to give up is follow for follow. Now, if you don't know what follow for follow is, it's basically this phenomenon where you ask someone to follow you and then you follow them. Thus, you both get a new follow. And if you're a part of like a social media group, like a Facebook group or something like that, people tend to do this in those groups. They say, okay, everybody in this group, let's go follow each other to get our numbers up. And on the surface, it seems like a good idea, right? No. Absolutely not, and let me tell you why. So what you should be doing on social media is building a community around your artistry. That means getting people like your fans who love what you do. Thus, you got a group of people who are going to support you, with their resources, their finances, and everything. But when you have these follow for follow numbers, you don't have that. What you have is a group of people who just gave you a like or subscribe or a follow to get your numbers up. So they're just a number. They don't really like what you do. They're not interested in what you do necessarily, and they're definitely not going to support you. So what, you end up with like 100,000 subscribers of nobodies that even care about what you do. So the whole follow for follow thing has never really worked unless you just want some numbers, to show up, which has never been good for us musicians. When we want people to buy our products, support us, and support our music and what we do, we need to be building a community, not just getting numbers. Now, the next trend you really need to give up to skyrocket your social media presence is sticking to one platform. Here's the thing, as a musician, artist, band, you need to be where your fans are. If you're only on one of these platforms, you're missing out on some serious opportunities to connect with your fans and build this community that we just talked about. Because the truth is, your fans and people who are going to like you and like your music, they're on a plethora of these platforms. They're on Instagram, they're on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Snapchat, and everything else. Now, I'm not saying you need to go get on all of these platforms today and start a campaign to get, subscribers and followers on them right now. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you need to have a presence on those platforms. So if you're posting your performance videos and content and stuff that you do around your artistry to a single platform, just take it and upload it to one or two or three of the other platforms as well. And what this is going to do is it's going to allow you to reach more people, thus getting more people in on that community that you're trying to build. All right, listen, this next one is like crazy important. Another trend that you need to stop focusing on these social media platforms is focusing on self-promotion. I get it. I know as musicians and artists and bands, we all want to be seen. We all want to put our stuff out there and have people follow us and like what we do. I get it. But the thing is, that's what we want. That's not what your fans want. The reason I've mentioned building a community already like 3 or 4 times in this video is because that is what fans want. They want to be a part of something. They want to be a part of what you do. They don't want this situation where you're just promoting, hey, buy my stuff. Hey, look at me. Hey, get my merch. Hey, I released a CD and I have all of this. This is not what they want. You got to get this. This is really important. What they want is a relationship. They want to have a reason to feel good about giving you their money for your products, your CDs, and all of that kind of stuff. Not just, hey, you're showing up as like a salesman all of the time and promoting yourself and saying, hey, look at me, it's about me. You gotta focus on building authentic relationships with your fans based on the shared interests that you have, not just me, and self-promotion. All right, now, if you got that one down and you understand that, this next one goes right along with that, and it's just as important. So the next trend that you need to give up is posting low quality content. Look, we have reached a point in our world where 8K and 10K video is like a thing now. Products like high quality cameras that, even 10 years ago would cost $20,000 to $30,000 are now available to, prosumer and the consumer crowds. And there is an expectation for your quality of your content to be a certain way. And that's just speaking to the video part of it. It's the same thing with the audio. Everybody now has a laptop and an interface where they can record music professionally, again, in a way that just 10 or 15, 20 years ago would have cost people $10,000 or $15,000 to do. You can spend a couple $100s to get that stuff done right now. I'm saying all of that to say that the bar that has been set for the quality of content that you post has been raised. You can no longer be posting like this crappy cell phone video and audio that you taped of your gig or something like that, a 15 or 20-second clip of that. That is not the standard anymore. Now, I'm not saying that you can't use that stuff and it's not beneficial. So if that's all you have, it's all you have. So, it's better than putting nothing out. But you really need to make sure that you're striving to up the quality of your audio and video and all of the content that you post as an artist, musician, or band. All right, now another crazy phenomenon that people are doing that you really need to not do as a musician, artist, or band is buy social media followers. So there's like these third-party companies or whatever that will get you followers in this kind of strange way. They'll take all of these, most of them are just like accounts that aren't being used and stuff like that, and then they entice people to go get a follow button, or they have a group of people in a database and they entice all of those people to go follow you. And the reason that is bad is for the same reason that whole follow for follow thing is bad. And that's because all it is a number, a metric. And this one is even worse because you have less of a chance of getting people who know you and like what you do. Some of them may not even be musicians at all or even like music or like the type of music that you do. A lot of them are just like random accounts where people don't even log on that much to them. So I get it, buying followers seems like a quick fix. It seems like this, like magic bullet, like I can go buy these followers, I get 100,000 and I look important, but it is not. I repeat, it is not a sustainable strategy for building any type of community around your artistry, you or your music. So I know it can be tempting. It seems like an easy fix, but really just focus on building your community organically. All right, so this last one is extremely important, and it's like this new thing that just happened with social media. But the next trend that you really need to stay away from and be aware of is buying blue checkmark verification. All right, so let me tell you, I get it. I know again that we as musicians and artists and bands, we want to be seen and we want to feel important. We want to feel important and feel like we offer something. And there's no denying that that whole blue check verification thing that you see on social media has been deemed as something important. But the blue checkmark symbol next to your name is not what makes you legitimate as a musician or an artist. And what the new phenomenon is and what people are thinking is that you can sort of buy that legitimacy by having that blue checkmark. Instagram and Facebook have offered a sort of subscription price where you pay like $15 a month or something like that for the blue check verification, and you pay for it and you get the blue check next to your name. But again, this is not what is going to give you legitimacy as a musician. So you really need to be wary of that whole thing. And what you need to focus on instead, again, is building this shared interest relationship with your fans. You need to focus on building things like your brand and, making your artistry better so that your fans have something to relate to. And as it pertains to building brands, of course, that's extremely important. And I've done several videos about that, and you can go here and check those out right now.